Okay, my quick 2-second improvement this morning. I'm getting ready to go do a garage job, and we need to replenish the Slatwall screws out of the van. So I came over here, and I can see that they're down in the corner. And previously, we've actually hot glued the screw right on here so you can see it. But in the shadows and stuff like that, I couldn't see what color the screws were without actually pulling them out and looking at them. And so my solution was I went and got a fast cap on the gray screws, put a gray fast cap, maple, black, and white. And so now we can see that it's a handy wall screw, and that's the color of it. So a strong visual control, just a literal 2-second improvement that'll help us down the road. Hey guys, Derek here with the Closet Doctor, and let me show you an improvement that we made on our trailer. A little bit about this yard, I don't know what you can tell here, but it's got a slope away from the building, probably about 6 inches and 20 feet. And so when we park the trailer here and have it disconnected, we need to put blocks under the wheels. Now, we didn't really have a standard for that. We were using some blocks and some scraps and some other stuff, and it would always frustrate me because I'd have to go find something. So we made a couple of, we had these, we were using it at this last place on the dumpsters. When we put the dumpsters outside so they didn't roll around and into the street, we would just put this little piece of L-bracket underneath, or angle iron underneath there. It's aluminum, lightweight. We don't need it. We're not trying to stop a big thing. We just needed to keep it from rolling down. So is what I did. We took a piece of scrap square tubing that we got out of the junk pile at the shop next door, and we just welded this on. Now it's hanging down right here. People are like, oh, that's hanging down. It is higher than the center line of the axles, much higher than the disc brakes, everything like that. So it's out of the way of hazard, and you just take this and put it in. It's got a little lip on it so it won't come out, and then when you need it, it's right there underneath the tire. Before you pull out, you take it out and put it back in right there. It's not going to go anywhere. It's always right where you need it. Then another little improvement we made is previously we had just a hole right here in the fork, and we'd have to put the trailer hitch in it. The problem is this fork was really close to the A-frame when we were turning, and it was really in it. The hole was kind of far back. So what we made is just this guy here. We're going to get a proper pin for it, but it moves the ball out about a foot farther, so we've got a lot more maneuverability. And then we'll get a dedicated pin for that. It'll just drop in a nice and easy slide on setup on our forklift. Another thing we did, so when we pull this trailer in, we back it in through this gate along here, and then we have to turn it 90 degrees to back it up to the door here. So we gave us some lines. This line here, as it goes in, that tells us if the back of the trailer, the side of the trailer is inside that line or close to that line, that it's not going to hit on the other side of the door. So we can back it up and only have to see one side. Additionally, the first mark here, if we stop right here, it allows us to open and close the doors all the way around and not hit the building or anything that's in the way. And then the next mark, if we bring this back tire here to the next mark, that tells us that the trailer is just inside the door, so that if it's raining or something like that, that we don't have water dripping down on the ramp.